minutes to find tools. And it took about 6 minutes to change the springs in the parking lot for tools. Look.
How's it going, everyone? This is Matt with Nowaskey. Today we're out here with Ryan and Trent from Kruesi Originals. Did a really cool drift contest. You've been wanting to do this for a really long time. You've talked about it for a long time, especially after you guys both got drift cards.
Yes.
That kind of pushed it, I feel like.
Yeah, we started in 2017-ish, actually, kind of putting this together, and then we started running. Then we did the first drift comp like this at Battle Creek and Cave Creek in 2018, which you competed in. Yeah. And then COVID happened and it all just went away, and we've been talking about doing it for a long time. There's a lot of other sources out there like drifter drags and stuff, kind of doing along the same lines, but that's more of like a barrel racing kind of stuff, and it's very intense and super fun to watch and do. But I come from car drifting originally before motorcycles, and I really wanted to bring Harley drifting to the car style of clipping points and tandem style and having to hit the apex and having to hit the exit points and points you have to hit. Like, it doesn't matter how well you can drift a Harley Davidson. I don't care how good you think you are. Once you come out here and you actually have to hit a turn and put it in the exact place it has to be put in, I bet you cannot do it. This is a whole nother level. I think it's gonna turn this up. And we wanted to do it like this with just the homies and no crowd and no stress, just having a good time and fun, and everybody can watch it at home.
It's very sick.
It is.
It was really a lot of fun. This is my favorite type of stuff. Normally what we end up doing when we're just at a lot day, but maybe not the same exact turns every single time. It was a lot of fun. I'm smoked if you can't tell. It's like 70 degrees warmer here than it is at home.
95 degrees right now, It's a hot one.
But so it's been a long day, and I just kind of wanted to mention on our YouTube channel that we're now working with Trent and Ryan and just the Kruesi Originals guys in general. It means a lot to me. I've known both of these guys basically since I got into Harleys. We brought the ambulance out, and why we did that is so we can leave that here for a month or so. I'll be flying back and forth with like prototype parts to work with Ryan and Trent to get their feedback on our products. It's always nice to have a second opinion. I really value, you guys have been setting up these bikes for so long that truly I feel like you guys have been setting up Dynas longer than anyone. I mean, maybe Unknown has been around for a long time too, but I don't know of anyone else. You can talk on that more than I can.
2009. I was wheeling Dynas and building this kind of stuff when people were making fun of me for it. It was a long time ago. It's a different world, you know, paved the way, and there's a lot of OGs, which you say Unknown is the reason I got into it. You know, like I was already building custom bikes, working in the industry, but then I saw them ride a wheelie in 2009 and was like, oh, you can do that on a Harley? So I bought a T-Sport and have just been going hard ever since. And it's always new stuff, like the suspension changes we made today on the Nowaskey stuff when I was running those 140s and you switched me to a 170. It was night and day difference.
So we just switched out Ryan's springs on his shocks. Originally we had put him on a 140 spring, and I noticed when he was riding earlier, it just seemed like it was squatting a lot. And when a bike squats, it kind of disrupts what you're trying to do because the bike is moving around so much. So we're basically trying to find a happy medium of the bike, you know, still having suspension, but not being so soft and squatty that it's hard to ride. So we just put some 170 springs on, and we're gonna try that and see if he likes it better.
That made things easier for me. Just fluid, just how fluidly, dude, that felt good. That felt good.
Good.
That felt really good. It doesn't feel like there's any transition from brake to clutch.
Yeah.
It just goes whoosh. I just feel a lot more confident. Everything feels a lot more solid. Drifting and suspension, when you drift, you need to come in brake sliding and then clutch right off. It needs to be a fluid motion, not like a brake slide, stop and clutch. And in order to do that, when you're brake sliding in, you're squatting the suspension super hard, and then when you clutch dump it, you're squatting it even harder. So if you're already squatted, then squatting harder, you're like, boo, you get like a bobble, and it's really hard to make that flow. Once we change the spring rate, clutches up easier, feels better in a wheelie also. Everybody out there that's rode a Dyna and rode wheelies, you always have, like, you're always kind of doing this. The Nowaskey stuff does not have that.
The way you guys pair, like when you guys dyno test them and you pair the like shocks, I think that makes a huge difference in how they like react and act. They make the bike a lot more compliant.
You have two different guys building shocks in the shop all day, and one of them's going faster than the other guy or whatever it is. It's just like a motor. You could build the same exact motor and put it in a different set of cases in a bike, and it's not going to be the same. Yeah. Couldn't be happier working with these guys. Like all the effort they've put in over the years to help us develop better and better products. You guys watching our channel and being involved with our YouTube and calling us and asking us questions about parts because you've watched YouTube channels is pushing us to do things like this with people like Ryan and Trent. So the more feedback we get from you guys, we're going to keep doing more and more. And yeah, that's all I have.
The more support, the more you're beating on our door, the more we just got to make things happen. So, you know, make it happen.
Yeah. In a nice way.
And get off the couch.
Yeah, get off the couch, go outside, have heat stroke with your friends.
I don't remember if I grabbed my wallet.
We're a couple hours into the drive, of course. It's nice, nice. Damn. I was sitting on my mother effing couch. My amazing girlfriend got me this for Christmas, and it's a really nice wallet. I have never bought myself a nice wallet. And she said, please don't put it in your back pocket. Like, try to take it out of your pocket and set it on the center console when you're driving or whatever so you don't mess it up. So now I'm in the habit of kind of just like taking my wallet out of my pants and putting it in random places. So yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I left it on my couch this morning. But anyways, we have a wallet, we have an ID, we have credit card, all the stuff we need to drive across the country now, so we're good.